Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this 15-minute morning workout. This is suitable for beginners or all levels. There's going to be a few different variations of some of the exercises, so you can choose which one suits you. You don't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay everyone, so let's begin by meeting on our hands and our knees in the center of our mats, and we're just going to start by gently warming up the body here with a few cat-cows. So inhaling as we look forward, we open the shoulders, let the belly drop. As we exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and round the spine. Inhale, roll forwards, tailbone up. Exhale, chin to chest, tailbone down. Nice, just take a few more of these, just breathing here. Just feeling this movement through the back, stretching out those muscles in between the shoulder blades. Nice, and then eventually we come back to center into our tabletop, and let's take the left hand into the center of our mats, and as we inhale, reach the right hand up to the sky, finding a big twist. Either stay here or start to send the arm back in a few big circles, keeping everything else nice and steady, the only movement here happening from the right shoulder. Keep pressing into that left hand. Keep the hips steady. And then come back to center with the right hand. Take it into the center of your mat. And inhale as we reach the left hand up to the sky. Open through the chest. Either hold it here, opening the arm back, or maybe start to take some big circles with the arm. Keep strong through the right arm. Keep the left fingertips reaching away as we find some big circles, isolating that movement through the shoulder. And then eventually coming back into center. Let's warm up the lower body now by sending the right leg away, tuck the toes under, and really press the heel towards the back of your mat. So we can feel this big stretch coming up through the hamstrings. We might stay here, or we might find a little rock forwards and back. Every time we rock back, really pressing the heel towards the back of your mat. Keep the belly hugging in here, abs engaged. And then come back, switch legs, left leg comes long, tuck the toes under, and just press into your heel. Either finding stillness or finding movement. Remember to keep the core engaged, the belly button hugging back towards the spine. And then come back into tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. And keep the core engaged here. Pull your elbows in towards your rib cage and start to very slowly lower your chest down in between your hands. Don't come all the way down. When we come as low as we can, we press into the hands, send it back up. So lower it down, press it up. Lower down, pressing up. Take a few of these in your own time. Start to feel all of those muscles in the upper arm switching on. Keep the core engaged. And keep the elbows hugging in towards the rib cage as much as you can. We don't want the elbows opening out to the side. Keep them hugging in tight. Let's go for 3 more. And 2. And 1. Nice, come back to tabletop, tuck the toes under, lift the hips high, send them back, downward facing dog. Maybe take some movement here, maybe bend each knee, pedal out through the feet. And then meet me back in stillness. Nice. From here, we're going to find a more extreme version of those little mini push-ups. So if the little mini push-ups was enough for you, please continue to do that. Come back down to the knees. If you want to level up a little bit, we're going to roll forwards onto the balls of our feet, coming into a plank. And then we drop the knees to the floor. We lower the chest in between the hands. Press it back up, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Roll forwards to plank, lower the knees, lower the chest, bring it up, downward facing dog. And again, roll forward to plank, lower the knees, lower the chest, press it up, downward facing dog. Nice, just keep moving here in your own time. Remember, every time we bring the chest to the floor, we're keeping those elbows hugging in tight. Keep your core engaged as we lower the knees to the mat. Remember to keep breathing here. We're never holding the breath. We should be really starting to feel this now through the arms, through the core. Let's take 2 more. And after you finished your last one, meet me back in your downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Lower the knees, sit the bum back onto the heels. Take a quick child's pose here. Reach the fingers forwards. Let the forehead drop to the mat. Breathing deeply here, breathing into your upper back. Relax the chest down towards the floor. Taking your last few breaths here. And then releasing by walking the hands all the way back towards the knees. Come to sit on your bum with your knees bent up and soles of the feet on the floor. We're going to find some variation of a boat pose here. So we bring the hands in underneath the knees, we engage through the core, keep the spine long and lift those legs. We're going to try to get the lower legs parallel with the floor. We're going to keep the crown of the head reaching up, and we can either just keep the hands on the backs of the knees to make it a little bit more challenging. We reach the fingertips towards the toes. Take a few deep breaths here. Feel that heat building in through the core. Keep the spine long and the shoulders rolled back. And we can either stay here in stillness, or maybe we tap one toe to the floor, bring it back. Other side, tap, bring it up. Find a tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. Keep moving here. Keep that length through the spine. Keep the core engaged. And if we want to level up a little bit from here, maybe we straighten out the leg, tap the heel to the floor, engage the core to pull back. Heel to the mat, pull it in. Heel to the mat, pull it in. Maybe we pick up the pace and take it a little bit faster. Keep breathing here. I know it's challenging, but if it's not challenging, it's not going to change. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Hug those knees in towards the chest and roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Take the knees in, find a little rock side to side. And then meet me by rolling onto one side and propping yourself up onto your elbow here. I'm on my right side, elbow underneath the shoulder, legs are out long, and the left hand out in front of your body just for a little bit of support. Take your gaze down towards your top foot, flex the foot, and start to lift the leg up and lower. Lift and lower. And every time we lower that foot, we're not going to bring it all the way down. We're just going to keep it hovering. So a lift and a lower. Keep that top leg nice and engaged and strong. Nice, the next time we have the leg lifted, we're going to stop, we're going to hold. We're going to point the toe away, stretch the top leg long. Imagine someone is pulling you by the toes, pulling that leg up to the sky. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the top foot. Bring it down about halfway. Imagine that you have a big rubber ball in between your feet, and we're going to find a few little pulses here. Imagine that you're pressing the foot down onto that ball. Keep the pulses nice and quick. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop that top leg. We're going to bring the sole of the top foot onto the floor in front, and we're going to lift and lower the bottom leg. Lift and lower. We're only going to take about 10 of these. The movement can be nice and small, nice and controlled. Last 2, last 1, and lower. Nice, we're going to flip onto the other side. So coming onto the left hand side of the body, prop yourself up on your elbow underneath the shoulder, legs are out long, right arm in front for a little bit of support, and flex those feet. We're going to lift the top leg and lower, and we lift and we lower, and we keep moving. And imagine that you're pressing your heel away. So we're keeping that top leg super long. And try not to slump into the shoulder. So we don't want to be here. We want to stay nice and tall. Keep a little bit of distance between your ear and your shoulder. Nice. The next time we have that top leg lifted, we're going to lift it as high as we can. Point the toes away and hold. Keep breathing. Imagine someone is pulling that top leg super long. Take one more breath. And then flex the top foot. Bring it down halfway. Once again, imagine we've got a big ball in between the feet. And we're just going to press down onto that ball. Find resistance. Find these quick little pulses here. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower the leg. Just like before, we're going to bring that top foot out in front, knee bent up, sole of the foot on the floor, and we're going to lift and lower the bottom leg. So we're working this inner thigh muscle here. We're only going to take about 10 of these, but keep them slow and controlled. Try to lift it as high as you can. Last 2. Last 1. And then lower the legs, come to lie on your back one final time, bringing the knees in towards the chest, finding a little rock side to side, or else maybe taking the arms out wide and letting the knees drop all the way down to each side. Just slowing down your breath, slowing down your heart rate, and sending yourself a little bit of love and a little bit of gratitude for stepping onto your mat this morning. And then when you are ready, we make our way all the way back up into a comfortable seated position. And thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope you are feeling good and energized. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe and have a fantastic day. Namaste.